shot. Let's watch it again one more time. So here we go. Should be a good one. The straight right just misses. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. He misses with that jab. Nope, that jab not going to score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavides that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look.
On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. Tried to score with a jab. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavides in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here. Let's get it started in round three. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Can't land that jab. Back and forth they go. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about David Benavides that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get...
There's the bell for round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a high-octane battle. Nice counter shot. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Jab misses. And the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket them.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter lands. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavides that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice defense on that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about David Benavides in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
You've done all you all the way through.
And there's the bell for round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
And he scores with the counter. It's all offense all the time. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. That counter shot lands. This fight has a real good flow to it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavides that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they...
Don't give him no free shot.
Round 7, here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Beautiful counter shot. Just just misses with that jab. A perfect counter shot. He missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavides that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. And we enter the 8th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Swing and a miss with the jab. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now,
whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
it's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavides in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got...
Same again. Don't change too much yet.
And there's the bell to start round 9. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I need to see that again.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love
When you load up, don't be looking there for one.
And there's the bell to start round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
that knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Which fighter will say no mas? Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The Mexican monster's in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter. The jab doesn't quite connect. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming.